Yo, what's good YouTube? We back with another video, and in this video I'm going to show you 5 things that pros to do to get better at Fortnite. Alright, so these tips or tricks, you're going to want to do these because there's a likely chance that you aren't doing at least one of these, and in some people's cases, none of these. But that's alright because you can start now. But before we start the video, I want you to just smash that like button. I want to get at least 15 likes on this video, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so number one. Number one's gonna be VOD reviews or VOD reviews, whatever people want to call them. So VOD reviews or VOD reviews are what are going back to your replays after every game you play. So if you die, or like even if you win, I would say go back to the replays, replace. Did I just say that? I mean replays. Go back to your replays and watch everything because the settings they have, you can watch from every angle and see what's going on everywhere in the fight. And so this is where you want to learn from what you should have done better. Should you have boxed up? Should you have done that? You know, just the rotations. So this is why that would help you a lot in these type of situations, and would simply just get you better experience and see where you could have gone, or what you could have done, or how you could have won the fight. But that's number one. But that one's pretty simple. Alright, so number two. Number two is learning from your mistakes. A lot of people, a lot of pro Fortnite scrim players, if they make one mistake, most likely you won't see them do it again. That's because they go back as number one. They go into their VOD reviews and see whatever they should have done, go back to their replays and see what they could have done better and what they shouldn't do like next match or the next time that happens. So you want to learn from your mistakes and get better at those situations. So that's number two. That one was pretty simple. Also, you just want to learn from your mistakes. Make sure you want to break every single thing down in part of your gameplay. So you want to look over your gameplay after you get killed, or after any game if you want. Alright, number three, box fights. That has been the meta of season 9 and probably season 10 also. So box fights are gonna help you a lot, and especially with number 4. When I get to that, you'll see why. But box fights, you want to get really good at those. So usually people do creative 1v1s, but next time try doing box 1v1s where where one person gets in a box and your friend, let's say, would try to kill you in that box, but you have to try to stay in the box, edit, you know, do plays, whatever. So you want to get better at that. Box fighting is definitely the meta of season 9, which has helped so many people, so many scrims players. It doesn't even matter, even World Cup, so many people have just, if they're good at box fights, they're pretty much good at almost everything. So I want you to get better at box fights and make sure to be just completely set. And if your box fights are on point, you're gonna win so many more solos, and you'll see why. Because it's just the gameplay. If you watch scrims players, you'll see them. They're always working on their box fights, and they're always getting better at it, more and more overall at it. Because season 10, I think, also will be about box fights and just more scrims lobbies, and you just want to get better at that. Alright, number 4, scrims. You want to go in open scrim lobbies. I'm not saying go into one of those really competitive ones, but you want to go into those live streams on YouTube where just search up scrims, PS4, PC, or mobile, whatever platform you're on, and you can just play people against that. At open scrims lobbies, they'll get you better at it. Endgame is really what matters. What happens at the starting of the game, that doesn't really matter as much as endgame. Endgame, you want to work on that the most, because scrims lobbies, but try to get more and more competition on it, because normal scrims lobbies will only have about 10 people in the first moving zone, outside of the storm. But good scrim lobbies should have about 30 to 40, so you want to work your way up to that. And once you get to 40 people and start winning some of those, or start doing really good, top 10, top 5, that's when you know you're really getting up there, and you just gotta work on those scrims and keep going. Once you're getting better at those scrims, go into higher competition, then maybe you can work yourself way to World Cup. Who knows? Alright, number 5, the last but not least, constantly work on your aim. You've seen a lot of streamers, well, if you watch Fortnite streamers, you should see a good amount of streamers working on their aim with their aim trackers. Maybe download some aim trackers if you're on PC, or there should be like an app for everything, but you just want to download that. You want to work on your aim, because aim, I think, is probably the most important thing, because who doesn't want to hit their shots, you know? Who wouldn't want to just laser everybody in the lobby? So if you really get better at your aim, like Tfue, you know why he was constantly just getting those clips, and some people were accusing him. I remember at this time, like a time in like season 7 or 8, where he had aimbot, and that's only because on all of his streams he would work on just aim. That's all he would work on. Like if you see him like 90% of the time, well, I don't know if that's for all of his streams, but every time I would join in, he would be working on this aim tracker thing, which would get him better. And muscle memory is what you want to create. Muscle memory is really what breaks it down. So if you get your muscle memory up, which is pretty much getting used to just your aim and your sensitivity, so you don't want to be changing your sensitivity too much. But once let's say you do, you want to practice your aim. First thing you want to do, aim. You want to get that locked down, because if you can laser people from like across the map, you're pretty much unstoppable. So that's why I'd say aim is the thing you would constantly want to work on. Like if you get on, don't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna, as soon as you get on, don't get into a game. You could download like one of those aim maps in like creative or something. If you don't want to another app to download, just go into one of those improve your aim creative maps. Those help you a lot too. So that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys. Those are the top 5 things, and you guys should be getting, if you guys do this constantly and do it pretty I guess let's say efficiently, you'll see your progress in games. You'll start to win more solos. I'm telling you, trust me. The work pays off. Some of it might be boring to just play creative and like work on your aim, but once you get it down, trust me, you will get it. Like you'll see why I'm like telling you this over and over again, because it helps you a lot. So that's all I wanted to say. That's pretty much for this video, and make sure to drop that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Obviously, you guys know what to do. Turn on that little bell, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.